Good morning. I'm doing a little garden update today, and I'm just going to walk around and see how much things have grown. The birds are bigger, the chickens are bigger, or the quail are bigger, the chickens are bigger, the garden is bigger. I have a couple little projects going on that I'm whittling away. It is pretty nice day already, cool in the morning, which is nice. I put some bug spray on so I smell real good, and hopefully the bugs won't bite me today. And let's just go ahead and walk around and see how much stuff has gotten bigger. I did the little vegetable stand yesterday, and that was kind of cool. We didn't sell anything, but maybe people just need to see it. It's kind of nice. In Maine, people do little garden stands all over the place, and they just have an honor system. People pay in a little bucket or money box or something like that, and so that's how we're doing it here. Anyway, let's get walking around. Okay, Sam, are you ready to go walk and check on the chickens? You want to go check on the chickens? All right, let's go. I have Sam on a little lead tied to my belt. So yesterday I harvested this garden, and it looks kind of bare, although there's plenty of beet greens and Swiss chard. My spinach has already gone to seed. It's too warm for it to grow and get bushy. I'll have to wait and do some more in fall, or I don't know, maybe I can grow some in a indoor kind of thing. I'm not sure, but anyway, it is nice to have spinach. My peas are doing really nicely. I love when the peas come up. When you see a flower, then you get a pea, but the flowers are delicious, and you can just pop them in your mouth. I like to add them to salads. It kind of tastes like the bean itself, a little sweet and a little bitter. I don't eat all of the flowers, of course, because then I wouldn't get any beans. But um, if I know I'm not going to be able to pick the beans, then I can just start eating the flowers when I see them, and then I won't have as many beans to harvest. So that's kind of a cool little balance. Also, it's nice to eat edible flowers and add them. It just kind of spices up your salad mixes and makes it look wonderful. I have some peas growing. Actually, I can harvest these ones right now. That one needs another day, but this is about the size that I like it. It's more tender. I can have a garden breakfast today. Pea flowers and peas. All right, so let me get Salmon tied. He always gets bound up in his leash. He likes to try to eat that and then eat me while I'm doing it. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how to break him of that yet. He's still in chew mode. All right. Well, Chuck and the girls are now Bob, Chuck, and the girls, because we ended up getting 2 roosters, so we're gonna eat one probably. However, there's some predators around that we're trying to catch. There's mink and weasels and other stuff, so having the 2 roosters might actually protect the girls a little better. But they're growing and they're eating all kinds of weeds. I've been putting in all my weeding material and grassy stuff that I find that I want to trim around the yard. Saves time weed whacking. As far as the grassy stuff around the edges of the property. So that's pretty good. We put watermelon in and bugs and worms, and they have just been going to town. This whole area was filled in with little plants and shrubs, and there's a blackberry, but they have eaten everything that was inside that cage that was growing, and now we're just adding green material, and that helps cut down on the food cost. All right, let's go check on the quail. The stream is pretty high. We had some rain and it is flowing. Might be a good float day for somebody. And I'm just gonna walk around to the garage. Come on, Sam. Come on. Come on. Hey. Sit. Sit. Good boy. We had to put some traps in the garage to try to catch a weasel that got to one of the quail, who survived, which is great. Stay. So Sam has to be on the lead outside of the door. And we have the quail a little quarantined. They are so loud. Let's see. So today I have to go through and try to make sure and sex them, which means I want one male and 3 or 4 females in each cage. And I think that we're gonna end up with quite a few males. Some of the breeding is already happening. The boys are hooking up with the girls, and you can tell they just get behind each other and do their business. And so I know there's plenty of males. I think that we're going to end up with more males than females, which also means we're going to have to eat some quail, and I'll do a little video on that. Today is going to be a busy day. I'm going to have to clean out the quail poop trays and also rake the chicken coop and do some mulching and weeding and, you know, all the things that you got to do when you have a lot of shit going on. Anyway, let's go take a look at the garden. Okay, Sam, you ready? Let's go look at the garden. Sit. Sit. Hey. Sit. Good boy. Sam runs over all the plants and hey. Sit. Sit. No. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Yeah. Sam doesn't know what to do in the garden. He just runs around. He's getting a little better. When you tell him off, he sometimes gets out of it, but he's still, you just dumped your water, bud. He just knocks over plants. So I'm going to keep him on a lead with me while I walk over and check out how we're doing. Let's see. All right. So we got tomato starts, but they've already doubled in size from what we got them at. We've had some good rain. I have a huge clump of carrots there. I need to separate a bunch of them. And we have some lettuce and kale coming up down this row. I planted the beans from seed, and all of this squash we planted from seed. We've got peppers, more peas, more tomatoes. There's potatoes under the hay. We've got greens growing in the dirt there. More tomatoes. Hey, Sam, stop. No. He's trying to eat me. We've got cucumbers and more squash and tomatoes. We have over there the beets and the rest of the radish and turnips. And then beyond is going to be lots of peppers, cauliflower, broccoli. There is bok choy, celery, more squash, a couple melon, more beans. I had some transplants all the way at the end over there, the last little bit of leafage, which is great because transplanting can do good or bad. I guess it's pretty stressful on the plants and not many survive, so I'm really happy that 10 out of 12 survived. So that's just a look at the garden. All right, and I'm just gonna show one more little project. I'm going to be planting some asparagus, and it's going to take 2 years for it to come up, but Chad said this would be a good spot. I had to dig up the grass, which sucks, and I have to use a shovel, and I'm just kind of whittling away at it. The root system is really strong, so the shovel is a little hard breaking ground. But anyway, so that's the next project that I'm trying to get planted. And so thanks for taking a look around the little farm, homesteady, whatever you want to call it. Lots of stuff going on, lots of stuff growing, animals and vegetables, and me. I think it's a kind of cool experience. It's really hard work, and I'm already benefiting. I had some pea flowers and a pea for breakfast already, which is pretty great. I have fresh greens from my garden that I'm already harvesting and having for my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One of my favorite breakfasts are eggs with the kale and collards and maybe some bacon or sausage, like a scramble kind of thing. It's delicious, and you get your greens. So starting off the day with good vegetables is always nice. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this little update video, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks. Cheers. Okay, so I'm doing a little mulching project today. I have a bucket of mulch, and I'm just going to go around to the vegetables that are sprouted up and high enough, and I'm just going to mulch around the bottom so that it stops the weed growth, and it will help keep the moisture in. But maybe because the weeds aren't able to grow, then more of the nutrients can go to the plants. And I have some stuff has sprouted up. I have I don't know. I have a pretty good rate of seed to plant. We've had some not come up, like that one's just full of grass and weeds, and I'm gonna have to replant there. And I've already replanted this one and a few more like these with some rainbow chard. Anyway, so I'm just gonna get to mulching. We have wood chips and dry matter that we've been collecting, and our leaves and stuff like that that's broken down a little bit, and I'm just gonna put that around the base of this plant. It actually doesn't need a whole lot, just enough to like cover the bottom of the root system, which is pretty cool. All right, so that one's done. Now I'm gonna move on down the line. Little mulching project for today. And yeah, so hope you enjoy.